Let's see the basic things required for a shakha. Sanghasthan. The place where a shakha is conducted is called Sanghasthan. This Sanghasthan is the Sanskar Kendra for everybody. Therefore, the place should be neat and tidy, clean and pleasant. The size of the Sanghasthan varies according to the number of Swayamsevaks and Sevikas. HSS has prescribed a Dhwaja and Dhwaja Stambh, that is Dhwaja pole for a shakha. In case the Dhwaja is not offered for a shakha, then with the assumption of the presence of Dhwaja, the Dhwaja Mandal, circle around the Dhwaja Stambh and its sanctity must be preserved. Let us get to know about the items mentioned. Dhwaja. It is a saffron color flag having the shape and dimensions as per the picture shown. The size increases proportionately according to the height of Dhwaja Stambha. Dhwaja Stambha. This is the pole upon which the Dhwaja is hoisted. The height of the Dhwaja Stambha is 2.5 meters. The height increases according to the Sankhya of Swayamsevaks and Sevikas. Dhwaja Mandal. It is a circle having a radius of 90 centimeters around the Dhwaja Stambha. To maintain the sacredness of the Dhwaja, this mandal is important. Let us take a look at the layout of a shakha. The Dhwaja is always kept at the center of attention and all the activities are performed in front of it. The Agresar Rekha is ideally at least 4 steps in front of and away from the Dhwaja. The Gana Agresar stands on this line as per the order of their Ganas. There is a distance of 2 steps between each Agresar. The order of the Gana from left to right is mainly by age group: Shishu Gana, Bal Gana, Kishore Gana, Tarun Gana, Sevika Gana, and lastly Abhyagat Gana, which includes the guests if any. All the Gana Shikshaks stand in one line but 2 steps behind the longest line of a Gana. The Mukhya Shikshak and the Dhwaja Pramukh or Prarthana Pramukh stand 3 steps to the left of the leftmost Agresar and in between the Dhwaja and the Agresar Rekha. The Karyavaha or Mananiya Sanghachalak stands 3 steps to the right of the rightmost Agresar and exactly in front of the Mukhya Shikshak. Now, let's watch the beginning of a shakha. The Mukhya Shikshak stands in front of the Dhwaja and at the center of the Agresar Rekha and blows the whistle. As soon as the whistle is blown by the Mukhya Shikshak, the Swayamsevaks and Sevikas should rush to reach the Sanghasthan and should be standing in Arama position towards the back of the Sanghasthan, facing the Dhwaja Mandal in a disciplined fashion. If the whistle is not available, the replacement Ajna is Sanghaswasthan. Then the Mukhya Shikshak orders
Sangha Taksha Arama Agresara.
All the aggressors shall come to Daksha and start marching. Ankatal ek, ek, do, ek, do, ek, do, ek can be given. While keeping the Dhwaja at the center, the aggressors should be arranged. This should be performed in the most efficient way, and thus the best practice would be for the Mukhya Shikshak to start in front of the Dhwaja, at least 4 steps away. Then space the aggressors starting from the rightmost aggressor and then spacing the rest of the aggressors across to the left. On reaching the aggressor Rekha, they will stand in Daksha. The Mukhya Shikshak shall check the distance between the aggressors. The distance between 2 adjacent aggressors will be 2 steps. The Mukhya Shikshak takes n-1 steps towards the right-hand side of the Sanghasthan to adjust the aggressors properly. For example, if there are 5 aggressors, the Mukhya Shikshak should turn and take 4 steps to place the rightmost aggressor. This way, the Dhwaja will be at the center of the aggressors. After placing the aggressors, the Mukhya Shikshak should stand 3 steps away from the last aggressor at the far right, in line with the aggressors, and give the order.
Aggressor, Sammai.
All the aggressors except for the far right aggressor near the Mukhya Shikshak shall turn their neck to the right to make sure that their shoulders are in line with the far right aggressor to check the Samyak. The Mukhya Shikshak should check Samyak according to the line of the heels. He or she should neither move from his or her place nor raise his or her hands. Any adjustments should be made by calling the aggressor's name or number and giving the appropriate instruction. Mukhya Shikshak orders,
Aggressor,
all aggressors look in front and do Arama. The Mukhya Shikshak orders from the same place facing the Swayamsevaks and Sevikas.
Sangha, Sampada.
Ankatal, ek, do, ek can be given. All the Swayamsevaks and Sevikas should assemble into their respective lines and take 1 arm's distance. Gana aggressors should be in Daksha until the first person has joined his or her line, after which he or she can go back to Arama. The Dhwaja Pramukh should stand next to the Mukhya Shikshak. Mukhya Shikshak orders,
Sangha, Taksha.
this order is for all.
Sangha, Sammai.
This order is for all, but especially for aggressors. On this order, all the aggressors will do Ardha Vruta, clockwise, and check that all the Swayamsevaks and Sevikas are in a straight line using their right shoulder as an indicator. If any of the Swayamsevaks or Sevikas are not in a straight line, then their names can be called out to request them to come in line. Aggressors need not raise their arms to correct anyone.
Aggressor, Ardha, Vrta.
Only aggressors will do Ardha Vruta.
Sangha, Rama.
This is the only ajna in Achar Paddhati where Sangha is used before Arama to specify that the ajna applies to everyone.
Sangha, Daksha.
After all the Swayamsevaks and Sevikas have come to Daksha, the Dhwaja Pramukh shall go marching taking the shortest route to the Dhwaja Stambha. He or she shall stop in front of the Dhwaja, facing the Dhwaja at an appropriate distance, and hoist the Dhwaja. This will vary in method from Shakha to Shakha depending on the type of Dhwaja. Then he or she shall take a step backward and do Dhwaja Pranam and turn clockwise about 135 degrees before marching towards the extreme right hand aggressor and stand 2 steps to his or her right hand side. All these actions should be carried out very smartly, smoothly and swiftly. Mukhya Shikshak orders,
Dhwaja Pranam, Ek, Do, Teen.
Ek, Do, Teen are orders and not counts. Hence the appropriate movements are to be done after the counts are given and not on the count.
Dhwaja Pranam, Ek, Do, Teen. Sankhya.
The last Swayamsevak or Sevika in each line shall move 1 step of 60 centimeters to the right hand side and march towards the aggressor, counting the number of Swayamsevaks or Sevikas in their line. He or she should swing the hands while marching towards the aggressor if 4 or more people are in the line. He or she should not touch anyone in the line while taking the count. On reaching the aggressor, he or she should stop, stand in daksha, and tell the aggressor the count without moving the head or bending sideways, and then await the next order. On this order, the following actions are performed by the respective Swayamsevaks or Sevikas. The Sankhya Swayamsevaks or Sevikas of each line who will be standing next to the aggressor shall do an Ardhavruta and march toward the end of their line. They shall take one step after the last Swayamsevak or Sevika, stop, do an Ardhavruta, take one step of 60 centimeters on the left and go into the Arama position, maintaining the straightness of the line. The rest of the Swayamsevaks and Sevikas shall go to the Arama position. The Dhwaja Pramukh shall take one step forward, do Vamavruta, and stop in front of each aggressor, who will go into Daksha position to give the Sankhya. The Sankhya given by the aggressors is noted down. After the last aggressor, he shall take one step forward, do Dakshina Vrutta, total up all the Sankhya, add one for himself or herself, and go to the Mukhya Shikshak. After giving the total Sankhya, he or she shall do the following in 5 steps. Take the left foot one step 60 centimeters to the left. Take the right foot to the left. Take 2 steps forward, starting with the left. Do Ardhavruta. Do Arama. The Mukhya Shikshak will then give the order
Sangha Daksha Arama.
Then the Mukhya Shikshak runs towards the Karyavaha to give the Sankhya, while stopping such that on the last step the right leg meets the left leg. The Mukhya Shikshak gives the Sankhya to the Karyavaha. While giving the Sankhya, he adds 2 counts, one for himself and one for the Karyavaha. After giving the Sankhya, he or she takes a step backward with the left leg first, does Ardhavruta, goes back to his or her place, turns back facing the Karyavaha, and then gives the next order. But if there is a senior adhikari present, one who is respected with Daksha, for example Mananiya Sanghachalak, the Mukhya Shikshak shall order
Sangha Daksha.
In this same position, the Mukhya Shikshak runs towards the adhikari to give the Sankhya. After giving the Sankhya, he or she takes a step backward with the left leg first, turns right towards the Swayamsevaks and Sevikas, and gives the order, and goes back to his or her place. After the Mukhya Shikshak has reached his or her place and turned around appropriately, he or she shall give the order,
Sangha Daksha Swasthan.
All the Swayamsevaks and Sevikas shall be taken to their respective places by the Gana Shikshaks. If there is likely to be a delay in the Ganas being taken quickly, then Arama order can be given by the Mukhya Shikshak.